Hi folks, gather around as I tell you a story of crybabies and soul losers from the Middle Kingdom, commie China. Since around 2014, the commies in China have been holding annually a soccer tournament. A soccer tournament for boy teams under 18 years old, I think between 15 and 18 years old. In this past May, completed one of those tournaments. And the South Korean team, the boys that entered, they were victorious. They were number one. They were champions. They were undefeated. Magnificent players defeated the other teams. The Chinese team, 0. Nothing. They didn't win any games. So now, boys being boys, they had a lot of energy and exuberance in their victory. They took pride in the fact that they were number one, undefeated, and champions. And in this exuberance, this young man over here respectfully took off one of his shoes with the sock still on his foot, placed it on the trophy, showing his pride in his team in winning this trophy. But that was not perceived that way by many people in China. You see? Because they're sore losers. The Middle Kingdom is infected with a bunch of sore losers. How dare you show respect with that trophy by placing your stocking foot on it and you're taking your shoe off? How dare you even put your foot on that? Yeah, they got upset, so says they. They demanded an apology. So the young man responsible for showing respect for the trophy by taking his shoe off, he bowed an apology for his respectful behavior. Not good enough. So the whole team bowed an apology for winning for something they did not do by putting their feet on the trophy. Well, the crybabies in China still continue to complain, can still continue to act like crybabies because they were crybabies, because they were sore losers. And they said, give us that trophy back. You don't deserve it, showing respect like that to the trophy. Give it back. So the adults on the Korean side said, okay, take your trophy back. Now I got mixed feelings about this. Who needs a stinking trophy anyway? It was made in China. You need to say anything more about it? It's probably, the contents is probably made up of lead and other poisonous materials. And you gentlemen in South Korea, you don't need a commie trophy to show that you were champions, that you're number one, because you are number one. You were undefeated, and they can never take that away from you. They may alter the books, the records, put qualifiers on it, but you were still number one. You were still undefeated, and the Chinese team was still no wins, total zeros. Now here's what I think would be a nice thing to happen from the people in South Korea. Give each one of these boys a similar sized trophy to each one of them, acknowledging that they are champions, that they were undefeated, and that you don't need any stinking commie trophy from the Middle Kingdom. Show pride in these young men and these boys. When this boy team left South Korea to China to play in the tournament, they were boys. Upon being victorious, being champions, undefeated, and gracious in withstanding crybabies and losers, they returned to South Korea as men. And as men in South Korea, you should take pride in them. You should take joy in their victory and in the way they politely handle themselves. From putting the foot on the trophy with socks still on the foot and the shoe off, to all the bowing they did, and then giving up that stinking trophy. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See ya.